Well, music filled the air this Sunday afternoon for a special concert at the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Duluth. The Victory Chorus held their celebration of song performance. The group is a community chorus comprised of people with cognitive impairment and their partners and volunteer singers. Program director Candy Winkler says the focus of the chorus is to create a space that is joyful for all, but especially for those living with dementia. According to Winkler, music stimulates different parts of the brain that often are not used in daily life and can help people with dementia.
We have a social hour following the course, and people are often the most articulate, the most engaging during that period right after they've sung.
Due to the pandemic, the group has been on hiatus for the past 2 years, but this fall marked their return to making music with purpose. For more information about the Victory Chorus, you can head to northernnewsnow.com.